say, why are we paying our HOA dues when we can't use the facilities or our tenants can't use the facilities? And I have to explain to them, it's like having car insurance, right? If your car's in the shop, you're still paying for your car insurance during that time, right?
Absolutely.
You can't just not pay your HOA dues. But it has been a significant challenge, I would say, for our landlords. There's a lot of fear out there, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen, how long this is going to last. And I think the biggest issue that we're dealing with is our landlords are concerned about rent. As of today,
And you guys are protecting that.
Oh, of course.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so as of today, for April, we've actually collected 89% of the monthly rent. We've had to work with some tenants, to work out payment plans. So they may have paid half of April with a payment plan over the next few months. But I was very surprised, and I'm even more optimistic about May than some in the industry. I talked to people all over the country in my position, and they've had the same results, even better for April. Everyone's concern is May because most tenants were able to work half of March at least and make some money. Now you have a lot of people out of work. We're doing our best to work with all of our tenants. We understand what's going on, but rent is still due. And so how do we get around that? I think May, you still have a significant amount of the country employed. And so I think we're going to be, in the 80 to 85% for May.
And for example, I just got done with a city inspection this morning from Palm Beach County over in unincorporated. And, we're just, I'm seeing an extreme, level of service and patience and diligence for just everything too. Like, and people in the real estate profession and South Florida property owners, the cities are still, for the most part, staying open. They're operating in a different capacity. Like I could call Lake Worth, I could call Palm Beach County, I could get people on the phone, and because they don't have to deal with the public and stuff, I'm actually getting things done and a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and there's no doubt that they're still operating. We're still going to get the letters if your law is not maintained, and we're still getting some lien filings and things of that nature. But it is, to your point, a little bit easier to communicate with them and get things done. And I think in general, what's nice. Oh, go ahead.
And you've amazingly built systems of technology, built processes in place with move in and move out with tenants. I've done property management before as a realtor. Some of the systems you have are amazing.
Yeah, we're really fortunate. It's funny because when this happened and everybody went remote, and there was that week where everything went dead quiet while all the companies started to focus on transitioning to being remote. And we set up the company remote. So we didn't have that week lag time, which was really nice. But yeah, we try to be at the forefront of technology. We utilize a property management software system that allows for portal access for tenants and owners with online payments. We do video move-in and move-out inspections of properties. So we don't rely just on a written walk sheet. We even have an online screening system for all of our agents and anybody that needs to use it. But yeah, we really try to be at the forefront where, there's an app, everything can be done on the computer. And so that also helps us with social distancing and safety for our people during this time.
That is phenomenal.
Okay.
And so while we recommend, when we recommend moving in and moving out and social distancing, people are still operating, which is really good. As far as is most of the portfolios and the investors that you manage, is that more your $1,200 to $1,400 rent, like your workforce housing, or it varies?
Yeah, so we have now over 750 units that we manage.
Wow.
That's single family, multifamily, and commercial. And the average rent that we have is about $1,700. So we don't do anything under $1,000 a month. but our average
Okay.
is 1700. So we're a little bit higher than the workforce housing, I would say. Most
Yeah.
of it is single family residential, but we
Yeah.
go from Miami to Port St. Lucie. So we do see a broad spectrum of the type of housing that we do.
That's really phenomenal. And and again, I heard a lot of people, they wanted to stay away from these rental communities and apartment leasing companies, and they want to lease from landlords. They want to lease from your clients
Yeah, look, there's a
because
tremendous
the rent is
benefit.
sustainable and there's a
Right.
good level of service.
Yeah, you get a great level of service if you have a good professional property management company. We respond to maintenance a lot quicker than somebody else might be able to if they have a limited staff. And the other side of it is that you're getting there is a luxury piece to renting from a private landlord or a property management company. If you're living in an apartment building, think about social distancing right now. Okay, if you live in a
Yeah.
high rise, the elevator doors open, somebody's in there. Do you get
Yeah.
in or do you have to wait for another elevator, right? Or do you
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
stairs? I mean, it is, and with the high rises too, you and I both have young children, and
Two
I couldn't
dads.
imagine, I couldn't imagine doing this in a condo or a high rise. Our backyard and pool get more use have gotten more use in the last 2 months than they did in the last 5 years
Yeah.
put together. So there is a luxury to the single family landlord or to the property management company that may not have a large multifamily property.
And people right now, again, they're getting a little stir crazy. The older kids are out of school, they could get outside. I've seen a lot of people get to know their neighbors and their communities, and people connect on many levels. So I mean that has been remarkable. I mean, while we don't know when Disney World is opening or Disneyland, we're going to get to spend time with our families and our kids, and also just maintain our relationships with people, which is phenomenal using technology like this.
Yeah, certainly with the technology side, but going back to your point, which is there are very few times in your life where you see these types of situations happen. And it's sad that it takes a situation like this for people to start being a little bit more kind to one another, to be a little bit more understanding. And we're seeing that, which is really nice. I hope that continues and that it doesn't take a pandemic or some international crisis for that to continue, because it is really nice to see. It's great to spend time with family, but I also now recognize and realize why I passed over that booth at the career fair that said educator. I'm certainly not equipped to be teaching my children, I don't think. And I
Correct. I mean, no,
have so much
Sari's over
respect
here.
for
I
teachers.
mean, 3 hours a day, homeschool. My wife and Olivia is going to be 6 now, and I know you have young kids as well. And we're just seeing families out there, just again doing the right thing. And you and I, we love to go out. We love to go for pizza or cigar. We'd like to go to Flanagan's. And even though while we're not doing that right now, it's amazing to conduct the business at home, conduct the business. And again, it's amazing, the real estate closings are still happening.
Yeah.
But the people, or who, from what I've seen, the people who have are the biggest problem solvers, troubleshooters, have the tools like Kai's property management in their toolbox, or learn how to resolve permits or mortgage situations. These troubleshooters are the ones who are getting things through
Yeah,
and are
there's no
sustainable.
question. Right. There's no question. I mean, if you think about this, even 15 years ago, right, what we're doing now probably wouldn't have been as successful, right?
Yeah.
What we have today, it's amazing that we're fortunate to have what we have today in order to be able to do what we're doing. My wife is in the healthcare field. She sells IT in the healthcare field, and what they've done is amazing. With regard to sending testing results by phone and setting up all these systems overnight. Um, like you said, we're very fortunate to have these technologies. I am excited and I can't wait to get back to the normal, if you will, because
Sure.
it is nice to see people in person. And I think most of us sitting at home working are missing that element, right? That physical, even if you're 6 feet apart, seeing someone in person goes a long way. I've always said, I like talking to people in person more than making phone calls or sending text messages. And so I'm excited for the days when we can get back to that.
Whether it's providing healthcare like your wife, or housing, or in investment opportunities, these are really a commodity. What's being provided right now. So it's phenomenal, and it's always going to be there. And again, I really appreciate you coming on the show today
Of
and
course.
telling us about what you're doing, how you're navigating these situations, because I know a lot of people are at home, and I know a lot of people want to access and they want to hear what's going on.
Yeah, and look, there's a lot of suffering out there. I don't want to diminish that. There are people that have lost jobs that can't afford things. We're very fortunate, and I'm grateful for what we have. We're trying to help people as
Absolutely.
much as we can. But thank you for having me. I think it's wonderful to see your face. We were supposed to have a night out that got canceled
Sure,
due to the
sure.
shutdown, and we'll have to
Or
do
see
that
each
again.
other in passing somewhere.
Of course we will, absolutely. And no, all the best to your family, and thank you for doing this, because I think
And
we've
and
talked before. It's a great opportunity. I think what you're doing is wonderful to be
and
reaching
and
out.
and how can our viewership, who are investors, who are property owners throughout South Florida, how could they engage or reach with you or set up consultation if they need any of your resources or have questions?
Sure, yeah. So we have always our website, keyespm.com. That's Keyes. It's not keys. I know many people think
Okay.
it is Keyes. Keyespm.com, which has our contact information. You can call us, you can email us through the site, and find us on Facebook, on Instagram, all the socials. And we're happy to chat with anybody, even if you have questions. Look, I tell this to our realtors all the time. Not every owner is going to want or need professional property management, but we're here as a resource. We're trying to help people do the right thing and stay out of trouble. And so if you have questions, we're here to help. We have some a la carte services if you don't want the full package, like the move-in, move-out video inspections, tenant screening, things of that nature.
Yeah, I
And,
mean, again, and depending on the type of investor or their business position, they might just need tenant services, or they might just need help procuring the tenant. They might need help with a particular legal action. They might need full on, and they might be completely absentee owners. And so
yeah,
that's nice how you formed your company and your level of service to offer to other people, which is really critical.
absolutely. Yeah, we're always
Well,
here, so feel free to reach out, and good luck to everybody. Stay safe and healthy.
thank you, Benji, so much. And guys, be safe. And if you like this content and these interviews and these things we're providing, please like our Facebook page, Kai's Property Management Company, Boss Construction Group. We're providing not only people in the real estate industry, but we're providing South Florida property owners with a really cool resource. And we're always here for you. Stay safe. Thank you, Benji.
Thanks, guys.